Do subscribe the channel and do like and share and do hit the bell notification so that you can be notified the moment I upload a video. Everyone, please enroll in the Maharishi Parashara conference, which is in the month of November from 21st to the 25th. And I will be taking up a session on Dasha, timing the event. So please enroll and get the discounts also. So you can just log into maharishiparasharaconference.com and you will get all the details there. Thank you so much. Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing a very important transit which is taking place from the 25th of August till the 18th of September 2024. And that is Venus entering its sign of debility in the Virgo sign. And as you know, since November last year, that is 2023, Ketu is already posited in the sign ruled by Mercury, which exalts there, and Ketu is there since then. And all the issues that we have been experiencing, we have been going through a lot. That is because Ketu is transiting already in the sign of Virgo. And once this Venus also enters the sign, so this is going to be a little difficult fun because Venus will be aspected by Mars also from 26th of August till the end of this transit. And Jupiter will be also looking at this zone. So Jupiter is an expansive energy. So I will be explaining everything about this culmination of energies in this video. And I will be sharing my insights, or we can say the transformative energies that you should be going through, or you should be actually thinking of doing and changing your lives to be a better human being and to actually pass through this particular transit in a smooth way. So stay tuned, and I will be sharing my insights for the 12 sign ascendants also, or we can say 12 sign ascendants or 12 moon signs or the Dasha signs. So stay tuned. There's lots in store. And this transit is actually meant for one and all, especially the ones who are in the Dasha of Venus, who have their nakshatras, especially prominent nakshatras of Venus. So please do watch this video from the beginning till the end. And if at all you feel that, there is a lot of in between, there are too many gaps. So definitely it is not my mother tongue. So, and I do the live sessions. So you can always understand it's better to take home when you are watching my videos, some insights also, not just a ratified thing or a script which is right in front of you and just keep on, that mugged up, I just come and hear and go. And also remember that none of the transits give the similar kind of results all through. That is why the kind of videos I make, I actually incorporate the dates also, that from this date to this date, this transit is going to give you this kind of a result. And from this date to this date, it is going to give a different kind of result. So that's the reason my transit videos are not similar to other transit videos that people make on YouTube. And I think it has been I don't want to say big things about myself. I'm not that kind of a person who will brag myself. But for sure, I have been watching the transits from past 30 years. So I think the experience counts. So if you people are actually following other channels, so you will find that some predictions definitely are matching with you even more. And the dates. So I hope this video also helps you and is insightful as to what exactly is in store from the 25th of August till the 18th of September, when Venus is turning into the debilitation sign. First of all, I would like to tell you that do not get scared of Venus's debilitation. Always remember, whenever you fall down, there is nothing to go beyond that. It's just that you have to get up and rise and do things better, okay? Because you have got hurt. Now you want to get up. Now you want to get in that zone where there is no looking back or there is no falling back. It's just a rise waiting for you. But there is a churning, there is a process which we all go through. So it can be a little difficult, but ultimately it is going to be better and better and better. All right. So let's start sharing the screen and show you what exactly is this transit taking us at, so that you can learn a lot also about this Venus is ingress in Virgo sign, not just by the the talking, but also by looking at the chart also simultaneously. Okay. So you see, you first of all, how to navigate this transit. I hope the screen is sharing and you can see this. So first of all, you have to see where this Venus in your chart is. Suppose you have a Venus. Okay, I think this is Venus is in Virgo. Let me change this first, then I will move further on, because it is 25th when Venus changes signs. Okay, so now you have to see where your Venus is in your natal chart, and from there, where Venus is transiting. Suppose you have a Venus in Aries sign. Okay, so from there, this is a 6th house transit. Okay, so it will make a lot of difference, and you are in the Dasha also of Venus. So this is a very important and a crucial transit. If at all you have any grahas anywhere, suppose obviously Venus's nakshatras will be only in the 1, 5, 9 signs. Okay, so if you have in Leo sign, suppose Venus and or any other graha in Purva Falguni, so this transit plays out a very important role for you as regards to your finances. If at all you have your Venus in Purva Ashada, then this Venus will play out a very important role at your workplace. Or if you have any grahas in these Bharani, Purva Falguni, or Purva Ashada, so this transit becomes a very important transit for you. Okay, then you must see what is the condition of your Ketu in the natal chart, because Venus is going to be conjunct Ketu. Suppose you have a Ketu in the sign only, so it is a Rahu Ketu return for you. Even more results will be felt. The Dasha of Ketu also plays a very important role at the moment. And then we have to see the condition of your Virgo sign, because Virgo is the sign which is a very, very important sign where Mercury exalts and Venus debilitates. Okay. Now, let's come to what exactly is this Venus debilitation sign of Virgo, and how is it going to be impacting us all also? What does it mean? That is something which is very important to check. So as we know, Venus is a planet of love, beauty, relationships, material comforts. And in the earthy sign ruled by Mercury, Venus is more practical. Any graha which denotes love, luxury, romance, material comforts, how can he be or she be analytical in love, in relationships, or practical in relationships? So this is like, and Venus is not a critical planet. Mercury is, criticizes. So, or gets into the depth and the detail of everything. So Venus in Mercury's sign is going to be more about details in your relationships, in your aesthetics, and it will be more about service, modesty, and how you have a different kind of an approach towards love and finances, how you are going to be more practical in your relationships and creative endeavors. That is what is this Venus in the sign of Virgo going to be. Now, there is this Ketu energy also playing out a lot of important role in this particular zone. Now, Ketu, as we all know, is a detaching planet, blah, blah, blah. So many things you must have heard about: spirituality, karmic energy, detachment, dissolution, confusion, and all that. Now, when these two energies are going to be together, so you will be getting that kind of detachment, or we can say coldness in your relationships, or you will get to know about the relationships better. because you will be getting into the depth and the details of everything minutely. What exactly is this relationship? What am I doing in this relationship? Whether I should hang out or hang around, or should part ways. So that is something which you will be experiencing often. And then comes the healing and letting go kind of an energy with this kind of a, energy playing out in the sky. You will release unhealthy attachments rather, something which is not very authentic, which is not refined, which is something which is pulling you down. That kind of a relationship will be, you will be breaking away from. It depends, it is not necessary that the relationship has to be only a spousal relationship or a love relationship. It could be any relationship. It could be uncle, aunt. It could be with your mother, with your sister. It could be any relationship. Then what kind of, it is going to be more about service-oriented love in this Virgo sign. Because, there may be a strong desire to help others in a selfless manner. It could be that you're feeling quite, unfulfilling in your relationship, in your personal needs. So you will be able to balance things out also. In finances, because Venus denotes finances, also rules the 2nd and the 7th houses in the natural zodiac. So this will be about re-evaluation your financials. I have seen, though I will be doing the mundane predictions also today, which is very important after explaining each and everything about Venus, Ketu, Mars, Jupiter energy, which is playing out. And then I will be telling you mundane level how it is going to be playing out, because this is a very, very important and a precarious time period that we all are going through with the strikes and all. Now, with the 2nd house ruler also, you will be evaluating your financial priorities, because people have invested a lot, I have seen, and they've made good profits. But suddenly, I have seen people have started to lose that kind of money also. It is because Venus was in Leo sign, and now Venus is going to be in the earthy trikona, one of the earthy trines. So this is going to be actually making you feeling getting more gains from your investments also. So the minimalistic approach would be the best during this time period. Don't go overboard in your investments, or if you're doing for short term, do not get carried away with bigger amounts. Do it in a very small amounts. Okay. Ketu can bring in unpredictability also. So that is why, we have to be very focused or very careful about our spendings, and we should focus more on our savings rather than going overboard in our expenditures. You can be perfectionist, you can be spiritually creative during this time, because this is both the energies are playing out. Also, you must go for holistic approach in your health and well-being, because this is Virgo sign is associated with health also, right? So you must actually focus on your diet now. You must exercise, take self-care routines, whatever you feel like doing. So you should actually go for some Ayurvedic treatments. You should go for holistic health practices. Be mindful about your, anxiety and stress. If you're going through, you can have some kind of mental strain also that you can feel during this time. So you have to be careful about the surroundings. If there are people who are just bringing you down, they're troubling you extra. So you should actually not get carried away, or you should not do that kind of connectivity or make that kind of connections in your life right now, who mentally strain you or mentally drain you also. Meditation, spiritual practices, these will be helpful. So you must actually try and balance things out during this time period. It's for everyone that I'm telling. Okay, I will be though telling you the remedies also, how you can make behavioral changes and do better here. Now, in relationship, you have to reassess your relationship, your partnership businesses, etc. You have to be more spiritually inclined, focus on healing, balance everything, and be mindful. Also, there is a possibility of self-criticizing yourself also. because it is going to be a conflict kind of a situation. So you might just be having that tug of war kind of a situation, seesaw. I should be in this relationship, I should be in this investment or not. That kind of a situation is going to be even more prevalent during this time. So you need to be you need to strike a balance and do not get carried away in your sexual urges even more. You can be too much into or too much self-indulgent. So that is why, when Ketu energy is there, so it's said that, you will be in that unconditional love more if you are not, because it is like conflict between love and analysis, no, in Virgo sign, because this is analytical sign. And here, this is like, interfering with your Venus's desires, emotional expression, and enjoyment. Okay. It is also about perfectionism and unconditional love. Okay. So Venus in Virgo sign might just give you too many clashes with your own people, with Ketu's energy also prevalent. But remember, it is minus, minus, plus. Venus debilitates here and Ketu is also there. So it is going to be giving you good results because you're going to be actually understanding things better. So you will be saved from overspending, over investing, overly attached in relationships. So this is going to be a very positive thing for you, in fact. Okay. So minus, minus, plus, I would say. And this is the time to be more service oriented, serve others, be more less involved in enjoying life's pleasures, rather than be modest, be more, caring towards others. Okay. And also understand what is with the imperfections, how you can be creating that self-worth for yourself, how you can uplift yourself rather than getting bogged down by other people outside world. There are people who will not appreciate you. It doesn't mean that you're not good, isn't it? So don't take everything in a stride. I get too much of criticism as well, that she's so slow, she talks too much, she blabbers too much. I'm telling you, these are the comments that I get. But have I stopped? Have I stopped making statements in between, like breaks? So what? Everybody does. Even the richest and the best vocalists will all conversationalists will make these kind of mistakes. Okay. And my language is actually, like this only. So we must actually try to be, self-love is the most important one during this time. And awareness, how you can be more aware of the negative side of lives. There is definitely a negative side also. How you balance things, how you can bring that harmony in relationships, how you can bring harmony in your life with others. Channelize your, acts of love through service, which can be more fulfilling. Okay. Healthy criticism is definitely welcomed. Now comes the most important one, that is Mars and Jupiter's aspect. Here, Mars is going to be aspecting from the because Mars is going to be in the sign of Gemini from the 26th August to the 20th of October. And from the 26th of August, it's going to be aspecting this Venus. I will be giving you the exact degrees also of, when Jupiter is looking at Venus, and exact conjunction of Venus and Ketu as well. Now, Mars we know is energy. It's aggression, it's desire. Now, when it is going to be aspecting this Venus, so it might just heighten the passions and drive in relationships. So you have to be careful about impulsive actions. So this might just bring too much of desire and aggressive energy in relationship, love, finances. You might just get carried away and make wrong decisions. But with the Ketu, this might just get curtailed. And with Jupiter's aspect also, it will bring in the positive influence on this Venus. It might just bring about capacity to love, financial gains, any kind of optimism which is missing will be there, and you will be having a broader perspective towards these areas also. Okay. Now, there can be some increased tension and detachment in relationship. There can be some volatility that we can experience in the markets also. There will be lesser opportunities for growth right now because this Ketu in Virgo sign has curtailed job possibilities on the global side as well, I've seen. And there will be social and political tensions that we can experience. Too much of conflicts, protests can take place as well. And there will be some spiritual movements. There will be some more, health industry, which will be in the limelight. There will be more innovation and cultural shifts that will take place. And there will be some kind of global tensions that we can experience as well. Now, coming to the global, or we can say mundane predictions, I must write here the mundane predictions because now coming to the mundane. Okay. Now, as we all know, Venus denotes on the mundane level significator for marriage, movies, dance, drama, glam industry, gambling, public festivals, sports also can be seen from Venus, silk industry, and this is also about diamond industry, hotel industry, modeling, photography, hotels, restaurant, and also judges, juries, courts, justice, law. All these can be seen from Venus. Now, Venus is going to be in Mercury's sign. So there can be a very strong impact because Ketu is also there on trade, commerce, scientific organizations, vehicles, communication industry, like newspapers, journalism, etc. And it can bring about some computer-related problems also, some breakdowns, etc. as well. Now, Mars is also looking here, and I'll tell you about the Ketu also. Now, when Mars is looking here, it is about surgeons, doctors. Also, we see a lot of infiltration of secret enemies, which can come from the other countries and neighboring countries also. Terrorism can increase as well during this time period. And also, we can see some revolt, murders, major murders, and armed forces, sports-related troubles. Businessmen suffer losses of trade. Unhappiness in people happens. Also, this will bring about a war. Labor classes might go for protests, strikes, or there can be something to do with service class, doctors, nurses, iron and steel industry might suffer. Labor unrest is again and again repeatedly coming up. And there can be some roadblocks, there can be volcanoes, there can be air and train clashes, and there can be some kind of epidemics also we can experience because Virgo is the sign of, health also. Now, Ketu represents some kind of foreign, intervention. So it might just bring about too much of battles amongst each other, and it can bring about some aggravated issues during this time period. Also, it is going to be bringing about major terrorist attacks we can experience, or paramedical services might suffer. There can be some disease that we can, experience during this time. And it might just bring about some computer breakdowns, even more, internet or something, on the global level, it can bring about all of that as well. So this is one thing that I wanted to mention. Now we are heading to eclipses also in the Virgo sign. Remember, and on the very same day, we have an eclipse, that is the lunar eclipse, which is taking place on the 18th of September when Venus is going to be transiting out, but it is going to be in Libra sign. So 2:44 a.m. UTC in Virgo Pisces axis. So this is going to be really precarious. So you must actually see that, it might just bring about troubles in for cattle, crops may die, and poets, writers, musicians, diseases, epidemics, all these can be, or labor disputes, strikes, public health. All these are seen from the Virgo sign, no? And here we, Ketu is transiting. I'm not worried about Rahu, but I'm worried about Ketu energy in the Virgo sign. And we have, in the Virgo sign itself, we have a solar eclipse on the 2nd of October. Okay, so that is at 1844 UTC at 15 degrees 56 minutes in the Virgo sign. And 15 degrees 15 minutes means it is going to be in Taurus Navmansha in Hasta Nakshatra. So putting everything together, we have to be prepared for what exactly we are heading to. It is going to be bringing about a lot of upheavals, a lot of a warlike situation, and especially on the mundane level in India, especially, we can experience some issues with the neighboring states, neighboring countries also. Wherever you are, you will hear more about all this. Okay, so I didn't want to scare you and all, but yeah, these are something which we have to be prepared for. It might just bring about issues from time to time, because you need to be aware of all these things, what is exactly happening with Venus Ketu in the Virgo sign. So it is going to be a little precarious. Okay, don't fall prey to the journalists, who are coming up with rumors and wrong news, and they are just trying to lure you and mislead you. So you have to be careful. Okay, now I'm going to be sharing with you the remedies, so that you're prepared for it also. Let me just okay. Now these are very generic remedies, and they are the behavioral patterns that you can change in yourself with this. Okay, so what you should be doing is, first of all, you must actually cultivate a balanced approach towards relationship and material pursuits. Okay. Secondly, express creativity through art, music, and other forms of self-expression. And enhance your living environment, where you live. You should living spaces, you should uplift it. Add more softer tones so that, you feel a little better when you enter your workplace or your home environment. So you should be more on the serene colors you should be incorporating. And also Venus denotes southeast direction and Ketu denotes northeast. So in these zones, especially, you should make a small prayer room, or you should make a small, place where you can, spend more time and, meditate and just seek blessings of the divine and, just calming impact. So play some light music and you can just, be in that zone for some time every day. Spend that time in the southeast direction and calm yourself down. Use a pink color or maybe, tones of reds also. Incorporate. Southeast direction is actually the fire zone, but still, it is Venus ruled direction. So it is good if you can just, have those kinds of, add some cushion of red color and sit, and maybe light color, white color or silver color, base, and sit on that. So that you feel better. Practice act of kindness, generosity, compassion towards others, where, if you want to opal or, anything like white sapphire, if at all. See, I don't say all this generally unless I see the personalized, or I do the personalized reading. So gemstones, crystals, etc., I only advise when you seek advice from me personally. Then you must engage in your meditative mode. You should engage, if at all you have a strong moon. Why I say so? Because if your moon is weak, you cannot meditate for long. You cannot sit in silence and peace for a longer time. So the best is read a book. If you can't meditate, read spiritual texts, read books, and maybe seek help from your spiritual mentor. And you should actually practice self-introspection through that. Okay. And that is something, which you should be doing. And it's good if you can have that kind of creative outlets, learn a musical instrument, do something about your hobbies. If you want to be in your solitude, you should actually try to do some kind of meditation, where you actually, meditation is not just sitting in silence for work. Maybe, you're doing your work. Like for me, meditation is making videos like this, where I'm imparting knowledge extempore. I'm just sharing my insights and telling you or guiding you. This is what gives me peace. This is meditation for me. So whatever you like doing, maybe, you connect with your children, you feel so light. Connect with your partner, you feel so light. If at all you do anything, maybe, you're talking to your mother, taking cookery lessons from someone, anything like that, where you feel that it is meditative for you, you should go ahead with that. So it is irrespective of where your Venus is, irrespective of where your Ketu is, irrespective of this transit. If at all you do things which you like doing passionately, you definitely will feel that it is meditative. Okay. So if you like painting, so just, if you've left it, start painting again, isn't it? So that will give you a lot of boost in your energies. Okay. Now I will be sharing with you the 12. I think this is a long video. And everybody, you must know that if at all you are having any kind of planet in these nakshatras, Bharani, Purva Falguni, and Purva Ashara, this is a very important time period for you. Okay. So let me do the readings. Otherwise, everybody will start saying that she just keeps on talking about the planetary position so much. But it is very essential because Jupiter is also looking here. Okay, I must tell you that few dates which are very important. Venus Ketu will be Venus Ketu at exact degrees on the 3rd September. 3rd September. Okay. So this is going to be a very important day. And then comes 13th to 15th, I think. No, 15th. 15th September is a good day for everybody because Venus and Jupiter will be at exact degrees. That means in trine. Exact degrees. Okay. So that is 26 degrees. Refine, reflect, rise, tensions of transformation. How to get rid of. Okay. So this is what is the tagline for this week, this Venus transit. So just make a note of this also. Okay. Now I will be sharing with you a few dates also during the readings so that you can navigate through this transit better, that the whole transit is not going to be the same. Please, if you're following those kinds of channels who are giving you the whole transit being like the same, it is impossible. Being the ruler of the 2nd house, 7th house, it's in the 6th house for Aries, there's that, that's it. No, there are dates. There are, we have to divide into the dates. Okay, during this time period, you will experience this. During this time period, you will experience this. Okay, so that is more important to check. That is how you should be checking. And the Dasha sign. So you have got that video, I am sure, that what Dasha you are in. So you see your Dasha sign also. Okay. So put up this chart on any of the software, AstroSage, Drik Panchang. You will get this chart and then you see what Vimshatari Dasha you're running. Suppose you're running Mercury Dasha. Mercury, suppose you are a Cancer rising, but your Mercury is in Libra sign in your natal chart. So make Libra your first house. Then see, this is the 12th house transit of Venus. See where all the grahas are. That is how you should see. That is all. Whenever you are in a dasha, make that your first house and see where the planets are, see where planets are transiting, where planets in your natal chart are, and then superimpose the transit positions. So that is how you will get to know about the transit better. Okay. So coming to the first one, that is Aries. So for Aries natives, this Venus is going to be transiting your 6th house and is going to be aspected by, let me change this so that Mars is also looking here. Now, Mars is going to be aspecting this Venus, and so is Jupiter. So this is a big time saving grace. The Lagnesh is transiting, so it is good for your mental health. It is good for your physical health in case you have been going through any kind of litigation, break in agreement, etc. So this is going to be the time to navigate through all this. You will get the result. Also, Mars looking at the 6th house with Ketu there can bring in some surgical process also in the stomach region or in the abdominal region. So make sure that you take good care of your health. Undoubtedly, this is not the phase where you should be making major or heavy investments, because Mars is your 8th lord also. So this might just bring in that kind of inclination to be overindulgent in sex, have overindulgent in investments, make money out of money, etc. You will get lured, but you will have to take good care of your mental strength. You have to make the best use of your mental strength, strengthen it. I have given the remedies to, navigate through this whole transit. Also, the dates that I'm giving you, 25th to 27th, this is the time that there can be some upheavals or changes at the workplace, or with the female counterparts, you can go through some kind of arguments. So avoid. Okay, but there will be some changes which will be coming in. 28th, 29th would be the time when you can have some new relationships developing at the, in your relationship with your friends, in your friend circle that you're moving around, the community you're moving around, and you might just go in for some investments also on this date. 30th, 31st, and the 1st of September would be the time for travels. Maybe you are traveling and you spend a lot of money on travels, going for holiday. So this you can plan as well. So it is positive for you. It's just that you have to take care of your belongings and do not get carried away in your expenses also. Or maybe there will be some female counterparts you'll be connecting during this time if you're solo. 2nd to the 4th September would be a little precarious time period for you for health. As regards to your workplace also, there can be some argument there. You can be very spiritual on this day, these dates as well. You might just go in for some retreat, nirvana, that kind of a place where you feel lighter. Okay, 5th to the 7th would be the time when you can be eating a lot, or maybe you eat something where you eat a lot and then you have some digestive issues. This might just bring about some changes in your investment plan also. Budget planning, etc., can also take place. And this is a good day, like 5th to 7th, good days, wherein you can maybe meet your family, you can get together, you can party, you can just go for some interviews if at all you're waiting for. So for studies wise also, this is a good time period. You might just start some education plan also. 5th to the 7th of September, there can be that you're going to be joining a university. 8th to the 9th is the time when you're going to be sitting for some exam. There is a possibility of making some bold decisions, courageous decision. You will be taking a call whether you want to do this or don't want to do this. Short journeys on cards. 9th to the 12th would be the time when you can maybe shift your place where you are, dwelling place. You change the surroundings, your space, your living space. You want to just change the upholstery, tapestry, the color of the walls. That's something which you can do. Buying or purchasing of vehicles, if you want to, you can do that also. Maybe you're going to be signing some agreement related to your property matters. 13th to the 15th, wherein this will bring about connections with your romantic partner. You can maybe start a romance. You can get connected to your children. Good for progeny also. Maybe there's a childbirth, or maybe there is some happy news that you're going to be getting from the 13th to the 15th. 16th to the 18th is, the cycle coming to an end, because Venus is going to be in Virgo sign, in Virgo Navmansha also. So this is the time when you have to be a little extra cautious about your health, but it is good for any kind of loans, litigation, etc. You will get rid of it, but you have to take care of your health. Maybe there's a surgical process that you have to go through, and it's good if you plan your surgeries on the 16th to the 18th. This is a general Muhurta I'm giving. For specific Muhurtas, you have to book a reading with me, so that, it takes a lot of time actually to take out a good Muhurta. Also, 3rd September is the time period when Venus and Ketu will be at the exact degrees. So this 3rd September, you have to be careful about your health even more. Okay, about just going for that fitness regime, follow that diet, follow that exercising routine, then it will be better for you. 15 September is a good date because Venus and Jupiter will be in exact trine. Jupiter will be looking at this Venus, so this is good for your relationship. If at all you want to reconcile, you can think about it. 15th is a good date. Okay, coming to the next one, that is, Taurus. So for Taurus natives, your Lagnesh is going to be getting debilitated in the trine and is going to be conjunct Ketu. So minus, minus, plus kind of a situation. And it is definitely very positive with Jupiter also in trine. So this would be the time period when you will make some decisions as regards to your education, travels, some journeys on cards. It could be that there is a romantic relationship which comes to an end, which was a toxic one, and you feel that, good, I made this decision. Also, there is a possibility. This is a general viewpoint, and I will be giving you the specific dates also. For the remedies, you can refer to the first part. I've given a lot of material in the first part. You can go back and hear. Also, Venus and Ketu conjunction, basically, in the Virgo sign will make you very nitpicky. You will become very self-critical also. It's good that, you go in for some music, dance, drama, some artistic bent of mind, which will give you some kind of solace rather than, just getting carried away and making some wrong decisions as regards to your investments, relationships, breaking away from relationships unnecessarily. But it definitely gives you that detaching energy. You might just be making some decisions like that, okay, some impulsive decision, because Mars is also looking here. Some toxic relationship are going to get sieved out from your life. Definitely, you are going to be weeding away those kinds of relationships. Also, not a good time for progeny. I would not suggest during this time from 25th of August till the 18th of September, if you can avoid conception, because Ketu is also, and Mars is also here. So it can be, thankfully, Jupiter is there, that grace is there. But, there can be a little difficult, process or procedure that you have to go through, some surgical process you have to go through in progeny or, childbirth or conception. Okay. So also take good care of your relationship with the female counterparts, especially at the workplace. They might just defame you, or they just might gossip around and they give your name in the limelight that this person did that instead of them. So they are going to be giving you that defamation or blaming you for what you have not even done. Thankfully, Jupiter is a saving grace, but there are two malefics also, Mars and Ketu. So especially 3rd of September, you have to be extra cautious of these energies. Now I'm giving you the dates because the whole transit can't be the same. Impossible. If somebody is saying so, please, they are bogus channels. I straight away outrightly say they are bogus, because none of the planets which are transiting will remain in that particular zone for the whole transit. No, they keep moving ahead. So does the readings. Okay. So 25th to the 27th would be the time when you might just travel for work, for education purpose. You might just start some education plan. Also, if you're a student native, it could be that you're going to be upskilling yourself if you're if you're a working official. Okay. So this is a good time period to get connected with your father, with your mother, with your parents, with your lineage, basically. Okay. Mantra Siddhi. If you want to go in for some Mantra Siddhi, take Diksha from your mentor or your guru, this is a good time. Your mentors will definitely be supportive of you on these 2 dates, especially. 28th, 29th is the time you have to be careful at the place of work. It could be that there's a lot of workload, you're not able to complete it, or there are some certain tasks which are lying pending. So you have to be taking it easy. You will complete it. Don't worry. But there will be a lot of workload for sure. Some meetings are there back to back. There are some presentations that you have to go in for. There are some projects that you have to complete if you're a student. So this might just be a little, hectic days for you. 30th, 31st, and the 1st of September would be the time when you will be too much into friends, partying around. It could bring about that kind of relationship that you have been waiting for, proposing that person, going in for some investments, discussing things with with the experts, investors and all. Maybe, you want to pull out your money, which was stuck. So you're going to be discussing all of that, and it is definitely going to be helpful for you. It's better that, getting trapped rather than getting trapped by the doubts around. Take the help and advice of the right kind of people who are, your well-wishers. Because this time period is very, very difficult. You can't trust everybody, anybody and everybody. So you have to draw a line. Okay. You are going to be taking a professional guidance, but maybe, through a reference rather than, just going for any ABC person. Okay. So 2nd to the 4th is a very important time period, 2nd to the 4th of September, because this is the time when you might just go in that isolation zone. There is a possibility of a lot of expenditures. There is a lack of bed pleasures also during this time period. You might just feel the urge, but it might just not happen. Your partner is unwell or somebody's in the hospital you're attending to. There are a lot many expenditures which are taking place. You're not very comfortable in that comfortable zone. So you might just feel a little uneasy on these 2 dates, especially 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th, 3 days. So take good care of your mental setup. It might just bring about some kind of issues at the workplace which might disturb you. It might be that you are not working out that day, so you feel that why I didn't go to the gym. You feel a little uncomfortable. There are many things you read between lines. I can't say what exactly is happening in your personal life, but yes, it is very important to check each and every aspect and correlate. 5th to the 7th of September is the time. Good days, very good dates. Now these 5th, 6th, 7th, if you want to make any decisions as regards to your looks, if you want to go for that hairdo or cosmetic surgery, or if you want to, buy some vehicle or buy any, anything to do with fashion related products or anything to do with jewelry or clothes, etc., flashy clothes, etc. Like I wear, I love to wear jewelry, etc. So not being Taurus though, but still, it is like, if you want to, so you can definitely go ahead with it. I always say that it strengthens your Venus. Go to the Lakshmi temple and dress up really well and go and meet that Lakshmi, and the inside Lakshmi, let her meet the Lakshmi outside. Okay. So I always go to the temple, very well dressed, and I love to worship goddess and meet the goddess, say hello. Okay. So you can do that on the 5th to the 7th. It's a beautiful time period. If you want to initiate anything, any kind of education, anything to do with your marriage planning, if you want to just propose someone, or you want to just, give that, distribute the cards, or, you want to announce your marriage. So you can do that also. Okay. Fix up your marriage also on the 5th to the 7th. 8th, 9th is the time period when you have to take care of your speech. Maybe, you're uttering something or you speak something and people get hurt. So be careful with your family members. Do not be rash. Do not be harsh in your words, and do not be too, too much into, do not be too aggressive. Don't be too argumentative during this time period. Eat right. You might just eat something which might just give you some stomach upset. There can be. So you have to be careful about that also. Okay. This can bring about some aggression also. And 9th to the 12th. Now, 9th to the 12th is the time you can take up some short journeys, which will be definitely favorable for you. Maybe you're going for some presentation, you're going for some teaching classes, you're going to be going for some meeting somebody, very important meetings online, or, some meetings are there aligned for you. So you're going to be really working on that as well. So this is going to be a very positive time period. So make the best use of for communicating whatever you're going through. So 9th to the 12th is a good time period. 13th to the 15th is the time. What happened? Can you hear me, guys? I hope you all can hear me. Okay. So from 13th to the 15th is also a very good time period as regards to buying vehicles, purchasing of property, in case you have to redo your place wherever you are, you want to change your setup, you want to just bring in some new furniture, etc. Or there is some leakage in the house, and there is some problem in the household, chores that you have to get connected to. Also, maybe you're connecting with your mother and seeking an seeking some advice on cookery classes, etc. How do I cook? Maybe you can do that as well. 16 to the 18th. Now, this is a precarious time period, as regards to your children. Maybe your children are becoming a little indisciplined on these days, 16 to the 18th, when the transit is about to end. And then we are heading to a eclipse also on the 18 September. So be careful about this because it's in the 5th house. So not good for childbirth, not good for conception. And also there is a possibility that you make some wrong decisions as regards to your finances and your investments also. So you have to plan everything that way, very well. Just coordinate with the right kind of people and you're good to go. Okay. On the 15th September, it's a good time period if at all you have to make any important decisions as regards to your childbirth, as regards to your finances, as regards to your relationships also. You will be able to decide about that yourself. You will get to know that, yeah, this is the right thing that I'm doing. 3rd September, just be careful because Venus and Ketu will be at the exact degrees. So you have to be careful about that. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this is the time when, this month, when this transit of Venus is going to be taking place in your 4th house. Venus is also your 5th lord. That's a trinal lord and in the Kendra. So it's a Raja Yoga which is forming, but it is also your 12th lord. So this might bring in a lot of expenditures also, expenditures related to property, changes in your house. Maybe you're going to be buying some furniture, you're going to be spending on education because it is also the 4th house. You might just change your vehicle. You might just buy a new one. But remember, Ketu energy is a detaching energy. It might just be that something breaks down and you have to buy forcibly, you're unplanned. You have not thought of purchasing something and you have to. So that is something which can be with this Venus-Ketu conjunction. Also, children might be moving or drifting apart or maybe going to the overseas places. Student natives might be going overseas. They might just change their subjects. It's also going to be bringing about some deviation, basically. If you're following a particular path, suppose you're doing engineering, mechanical engineering, you go to the computer engineering, AI, etc. So you're going to be shifting apart or you're going to be changing things, now. So this is going to be overall, it's a good transit for you because minus plus. Venus is debilitated, but with a negative graha, with a malefic graha Ketu. So it mellows down the impact of the analytical you. So it is not going to be too much of practicality, in relationships, etc. But you're going to be more involved in relationships now. Relationships doesn't only mean spousal relationship, doesn't mean only the love relationship with your partner, romantic relationship. It is about overall relationship. But you have to take care of your mother's health because Mars and Ketu are looking at your 4th house. Thankfully, Jupiter is also looking. So Mars, Ketu, these two energies bring in surgeries, accidents, etc. So you have to be driving very carefully. Safe driving is sane driving. So be careful about that. Also, keep it in mind. Also, I'm giving you a few dates. 3rd September, first of all, you have to be careful because Venus and Ketu will be in the closest conjunction with each other. 3rd September. 15th September, Jupiter will be exactly looking at this Venus at the same degrees. So that's a big time saving grace, but maybe, you're traveling or maybe you're going to be spending something. Maybe you're going to be buying some books or you're going to be maybe going in for some charity donations. So you're going to be spending a lot of money on these dates. Also, 25th, 27th, 25th, 26th, 27th. Now, these are the dates when you have to be a little extra careful about your investments, about your money, about your finances, about your relationship with your in-laws, your partner, also about your health. You have to take care of your lower abdominal region. So you have to be little to start with. This transit might just bring in some, something amiss. Okay. 28, 29, good. Now things are getting better on the improving side. So travel planning is happening, investment planning is happening. You're thinking about growth, you're thinking about learning, enhancing your skills, uplifting yourself. So this is a good time period for you. In case you have to plan your virtual meetings, if you have to plan your work related, agreements related anything, you can do that, signing of agreements and documents. So this is a good time period. Also, there will be some, some people who will be coming in and going out, from your life. Some ex-partner can also come in. So you might just feel a little uneasy because of that, but be sane, be mentally, wise before picking and choosing the person. See, this is an analytical sign. So unless you decide and analyze well, this Venus is not going to give you good results. So you have to be analytical in love, in relationships, who's who, and the toxicity that you're going through. You have to just sieve it away. You have to weed that from your life. Okay, this is the right time. Then 30th, 31st, and the 1st. Okay, 30th, 31st August, and 1st of September. Now, this is the time when you might just be confused about your work-related, job-related issues. You want to stay in this job, whether if you have an option, suppose you are having too many options with you. Okay, I should go ahead with this, or I should go ahead with that. So these 3 days, please do not make decisions, because this will be a wrong decision and then you will regret. So just lie low. It is kind of a, limbo kind of a situation where, you have to just lie low, wait for the right time, and then do, whatever you, then decide. Then maybe, there can be that the boss is changing. Female counterparts are just becoming too vindictive, too revengeful at the workplace. They're just scheming something. Some gossip mongering is happening at the workplace. Backstabbing is happening. People are just getting jealous of you. All those energies envious of you. These energies will be prevalent when Venus is, transiting in your Virgo sign. So you have to plan everything really well, that do not fall prey to the gossiping that it's happening around you. You might just get entrapped in that, and defamation can happen as well with your seniors and bosses. You can have some bonding issues also. Okay, so be careful, be alert. That is why I'm making these videos in advance. Also, on the 2nd to the 4th, now this is the time when some investments might just, give you a setback. You have invested, you were expecting some money, some growth, and nothing works your way. So you have to be very careful that you, at least on these 2 days, do not go in for heavy investments. It might just not be the right time to go for, short-term investments. If you have to, make for 5 to 7 years of investments. Okay, so this will be good. And maybe, you're going to be coming out of a relationship and you're feeling very low. It could be that your very, very close friend just, is unwell, or you're not getting along well with that person. So you just, quit the relationship. So it could be that also. Some ex-partner might just come into your life and might just try to sabotage this current relationship. So all that you have to plan well. Also, Venus in this Virgo sign, on the 5th to the 7th. Now, this might just bring in travels. This might just bring in some expenditures also. Maybe you will buy books, you will buy some, some kind of medicines. You might just go in for some treatment. So this is a time period where you should connect with your gurus. You should seek some guidance, some advice, some kind of consultation during this time. So that will help you, especially 5th to the 7th of September. 8th to the 9th of September is a very good time period for making some important decisions. If you want to go for surgeries, if you want to go for some kind of visits to, to see the property or real estate matters, you should do it. You should plan it this time. If you want to go for looking for a partner, you want to propose a person, you're dating. So this would be the right period for you. Read between lines. There are certain things which might match with you straight away, but there can be that some similar kind of a situation can also happen in your case. Because everybody's chart is different, you have different energies flowing in your chart. So this might be the time period when you will be communicating with new people. This is also a good time period for going in for some cosmetic surgery also. 9th to the 12th of September is a good time period for investments, for connecting with your family, for going for outings, dinner, some delegates are there, so you're taking them out. It could be that you're just traveling on this day and you're just, going for long rides and enjoying, unwinding. So that could be also one of the ways to look at this transit. 13 to the 15th is a very good time period for short travels. Maybe, you're going to be purchasing something during this time for yourself, unwinding, uh, getting connected with people you like to, meeting those kinds of people who are going to be uplifting you. So this is a good time for purchasing and selling of property, also purchasing of vehicle, also going in for some investments also is a good idea. Connecting with your seniors and bosses, connecting with your siblings might be going overseas, you might just spend some money on the siblings also. 16 to the 18th is the time you have to be careful about your mother's health. It might just be that you shift from your the stream that you have taken up for the educational stream. Especially, you might just make some important decisions as regards to learning. Okay, I don't want to do this now, I want to take up another subject. So it might just be already in your head, you're contemplating, but now you make the final decision. So this is something which is going to be 3rd of September, be careful, and 15th of September is a good time period. Okay, these 2 dates you must make note of. All right, most importantly, coming to the Cancer sign. So for Cancer natives, this Venus's ingress is going to be in your 3rd house. Now, Venus is going to be conjunct Ketu and is going to be in your 3rd house, being the ruler of your 11th, and it's a Kendra ruler also. So this is going to be the time when you actually need to figure out what exactly do you want to do as regards to your property matters, as regards to your travels, as regards to your investments. Maybe, in relationships, you're going to be having some trouble because it's the 12 places away where this transit is happening, the rulership of Libra. So this might just bring about some back and forth in your communication, relationships, and at your workplace. It's maybe you're going to be shifting your place, you're shifting your job. So you're just in that conversation right now. Just give me a moment, Cancer people. The voice is not going. I'm just keeping you on hold. 1 sec. Yeah, sorry, I was drinking water. Yeah. So, when Venus is transiting your 3rd house, you have to take care of your siblings' health. Also, you have to take care of your travels. This might just bring in some communication gap with people, amongst your family members, with your co-workers, maybe with your mom. This might just bring about some clashes, or some kind of heated arguments, because Mars is also looking here. Siblings might be just drifting apart. Your communication skills might just get haywire. You're learning some skills and you're not able to perform well. So all that can happen, but this is the Somya Graha, which is transiting, so minus, minus, plus. So short journeys might just give you some boost. And at the workplace also, because the Lord of the 10th is looking here. So you might just be doing some projects, some new kind of a project, or some new presentations, which are going to be giving you good clientele. So this is like a communication with the people you have to get business from. So that kind of a thing. Also, maybe, it so happens that your department you're changing, your seniors are asking you to change the department. So this kind of a situation can also come up. Okay, now you should take up something very different than what you have been doing till now. Or maybe the company is taking over, the different kind of a company is taking over, so you have to shift from that. The bosses are changing. Okay, can happen. Then we have Also, it is about your vehicles and real estate issues that you can have, documentation issues you can have, or maybe you'll be working on that even more. All right. And investments, it should be a long-term investment if at all you have to go in for. So this is the time when you should make some solid decisions, but careful decisions also. Judiciously, you should make decisions. Okay. Now I'm giving you a few dates because the whole transit, impossible that can be the same. Okay. It is impossible. So if at all I always say that if at all you feel that, it's a generalized reading that everybody is giving, so it is definitely not possible, because we have to see what dates, the Venus transit is going to be like. So we divide it. So 25th to the 27th is the date when you might just get a relationship going, maybe new relationship or new business or new partnership business, some kind of connectivity is going to be, or chemistry or bonding is going to change now. So maybe you are going to be leaving the partner, some toxic relationship you're going to be coming out from, or maybe you're going to be joining somebody or joining a job also is possible. 25th to the 27th is a good time period for you. Now, 28th to the 29th, you have to take care of your health. You have to take care of your mental setup. Do not make any hasty decisions or impulsive decision on this date, especially about your job and your investments. Take care of your health, as I said. So lower abdominal region, you have to be careful about. 30th, 31st, August, and 1st of September. Now, this is a good time period for you. If you have to travel, if you want to sign some documents, if you want to meet people, if you want to converse with with your gurus or with your teachers or mentors or your co-workers or your even for your new bosses, if you want to connect with. So you will be doing all of that during this time, and these are good dates to start your education also. Maybe you're going to be joining a university during this time, but do not get carried away in your speech. Maybe you will say something, maybe you're feeling like uttering something, so it might just backfire. You don't get too much into that argumentative zone. All right. And 2nd to the 4th, now this is the time when loss of job can happen if at all you have been asked earlier also. So now this is a precarious time. Just stick to your job. If at all you have got any other offer also, just wait. Do not put in your papers on these 2 dates, especially 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. Do not put in your papers. If at all you have to join somewhere also, just see if you can defer for these 3 days. It might be a temporary arrangement, maybe in the future, it might just be in the near future, not future, but very near future, you might have to change again. So you have to plan really very well these 3 days. And also maybe, you're going to be making some wrong decisions also as regards to your investments. So be careful. And also, because why I'm talking about finance and relationships, because this is the Venus transit wherein it is aspected by the 10th Lord. So this is about your profession, career as well. Jupiter is also looking here. So that is something which is going to be giving you good relationship with your gurus, with your mentors. You'll acquire more knowledge. You'll become more wiser, I would say. Okay. So this is what these dates are. Then 5th to the 7th, good date for initiating a relationship, for investments, parking your funds, meeting new people, clients, presentations, some kind of growth prospects coming your way. You will be actually learning a lot on these dates. 5th, 6th, 7th September, very good dates. 8th to the 9th of September, be careful about your health. Drive safely. Journeys can be a little cumbersome. Expenditures on gadgets can happen. You might just spend on female counterparts. You might just throw a party and you spend a lot of money. So be careful about that. Do not get carried away and overboard, and don't be flamboyant. Don't show off. 9th to the 12th of September is a good time. This is a good date, I would say. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. How come? 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Yeah. Sorry, 10th, 11th. Sorry. It's 10th, 11th, 12th. Sorry about that. 10th, 11th, and 12th is a good time period for any decisions as regards to your looks. If you want to speak something about something, presentation, lecturing somewhere, you're traveling, you're meeting people. So this is a good time period to connect, maybe starting a new relationship, a romantic relationship. So this is going to be a good time period for you for that reason also. And for those areas also. 13 to the 15th, again, a very good time period. You will connect with your family, you will be eating and dining out. You'll be maybe, sometimes you have to entertain people who have come, the delegates from somewhere else. So you're going to be discussing some projects for future projects also. It's just that you have to take care of your partner's health on this time. So eat right. Maybe, you're falling sick because of that, or your partner is falling sick because of that. Also, it could be that you're going to be getting some money on this date. Okay, so 13, 14, 15 September, good dates for financial growth. 16th to the 18th, you have to be little cautious about your short journeys. Maybe you're taking a road trip, so you're going to be having some kind of issues, breakdown of the vehicle, or you're going in for signing some agreement or documents, so there's back and forth, PR, visa, etc. You're applying and you just got rejected. So all that you have to be little cautious about. Do not get carried away. Just try to lie low, just avoid. See, sometimes, things are not in our hands. So you might just get some, news, which is not in your favor on the 16th to the 18th. So either you be prepared, or do not, just beforehand be ready, or plan everything, accordingly. Okay, on this date, I should not get the news. So at times I've done that, that, okay, I have applied for the visa and I know that this transit is not that favorable. So let me avoid. That is why Muhurta is very important, when you're applying for visa, when you're applying for some, some education, university, when you're applying for, or any kind of job when you're applying for. So the Muhurta is very important. You have to get married. Muhurta is important when you're getting in the conception mode. So you have to take a Muhurta. So the Muhurta is actually what astrology was used for earlier, not for predictions. Okay. So 3rd of September and 15th of September. 3rd of September, little precarious. 15th of September, good date for you. Okay. Especially. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. And also, I would request you, it's good that it's healthy. In fact, if you are renting out and promoting other channels on my channel, it's not bad. But you know what? There is a difference. Some channels are Hindi channels. They're doing only in Hindi. You can't compare Hindi and English. They're different languages, okay, altogether. And English is not my mother tongue. Though I have done English honors, I'm well versed with this subject, but still, to be fluent in English also, in a particular language, you need to be, since your childhood, you have to be speaking or something like that. But still, what I would request you is that please respect the age at least, the experience at least, respect the subject. I am doing the readings extempore. There is no such script. That is why, there are breaks in between, when I'm talking. Because I'm thinking also. I have to think. Sometimes what happens, I forget. Sometimes it slips out of my mind. It happens with everyone. I don't have to clarify all that. But, at times it actually is not in good taste when you are comparing with a Hindi channel to my channel. I'm not saying it is my language. It is my mother tongue. But, when there is no comparison, maybe, if I would have been a Hindi speaking channel and you were comparing me with an English speaking channel person, that would have been wrong, completely wrong, because these are two poles apart languages and the audience is also very different. Okay. So please refrain from commenting such comments. Be mindful, no? Something very wise would have been, some comment which is wise, which is coming from your side, which is wise comment, I would have appreciated it. Even if it was a negative comment, even if you're criticizing me, most welcome to. But be wise when you're commenting, you're comparing with which channel. So you should be careful about all these comments. Though it's okay. You're free to do it. It's a free world. Democracy is there. Now, Leo, Venus is going to be transiting your second house. From the first, it's transiting your second, and Ketu is waiting for this Venus. So minus, minus, plus kind of an energy, because Venus is debilitating here. But remember, I do not consider a debilitation energy as a negative one. Debilitation means that something is fallen and you fall down and you have to get up from there. It's just that. So never consider, rather, I feel that an exalted planet is worse than the debilitated planet, because exalted means that you are that at that power, you have reached the pinnacle of success. So it's okay, you must enjoy that as well, but then there is no scope of going ahead, no, because you've reached there already. With the debilitated planet, there's a huge scope. Now it is Uchabhilashi. So when Venus is in the Virgo sign, you can be very analytical careful about your spendings. You will be careful about your money matters, about your family welfare. You're just thinking about good things now in life, because Venus is now at the lowest. And in relationships also, you will be actually valuing the relationships better. You will be more practical about the love angle. It's not that love is blind, people say, but when love becomes practical, analytical, it is not blind anymore. So Venus in the Virgo sign becomes very, very practical and very, very vision oriented. What exactly is my future taking me at? Also, being the ruler of your 10th house, you're very clear about your goals, that I want to do this karma, I want to do this, I want to do professionally this, I want to maybe go in for some new assignment, or I want to shift from this to this. You're in the switching mode also. You're thinking of all that. So this is something which Venus in the second house in debilitation sign is going to be taking you at. Also, being the ruler of your third house in the 12 places away. So this might just be drifting apart, drifting you away from your siblings, from your friend circle. Maybe you are going to be in that zone where you are understanding the people better. You know that who's who, and people around you, in and around you, are going to be actually understanding that what you are. They're going to value you. So that kind of an energy when comes in, it's actually, I don't see this debilitation as debilitation. I feel that's a very beautiful placement. So things are going to get better for you. You're going to be more communicative. It's just that you do not fall prey to what the rumors are. Maybe you fall prey to something which is happening around you, some people who are conspiring against you. So you have to be careful and go for that fitness regime, because you're not following that routine. You're overworked. You're just not going in for that, the rest that you need. Sleep on time, eat on time, that is missing. With Ketu in the second house, you've already been going through all of that. And also, you're running after, or maybe there are too much of expenditures which are happening. You're running after money now because expenditures are rising also. So save money. Try to save. Venus going there will actually cut down on your expenditures. It'll actually plug in those expenditures, and savings will be better now, especially from the 25th of August to the 18th of September. You will feel that things are getting better. Expenditures are going down and savings are happening. If at all you're looking for a job, Jupiter is looking at the 10th house, in the 10th house. So this is going to initiate, it is going to activate that also. No? So you can initiate the job, you can start a business, whatever proposal you're getting, you can. So this is a generic reading. I'll be giving you the specific time periods, what you should be doing during these time periods, because the whole transit cannot be the same. The whole transit cannot be the same because it is moving ahead. Venus is moving ahead. It is going to be behaving differently in different nakshatras, differently in different navmanshas, differently in different degrees. Maybe, Venus connects with your degrees, of the natal chart. So it becomes very different, no? The reading changes. 25th to the 27th, you might just go for some fitness regime. You might just go for some artistic bent of mind, some hobbies you'll be pursuing. You might just go for that, that kind of treatment that you have been waiting for, health-wise. So this is going to be a good time period if you want to quit your litigations, etc. If you're going through that litigations, you will get that verdict, you will get that decision making which is coming through. Some competition success coming your way on the 25th, 26th, 27th of August. 28th, 29th August is the time period when you might just go for that proposal. You might just accept the proposal from the partner or that person, or you will propose that person. You have been dating, or you might just start dating someone. So this is a good time period for starting any kind of business, any kind of love relationship, romance. Also, it is a good time for traveling, starting learning astrology if you want to. Any kind of occult sciences, you can just join in. 28th, 29th. 30th, 31st August, and 1st of September. Now, this is the time you have to take care of your health. It might not be a good time period for going in for investments. You might just be having too much of uneasiness, some confusion is there. What should I do? Where should I go? Oh my God, this person is ill-treating me. Should I be in this relationship? These kind of questions will come in, whether I should go for, some travels you have to plan. Oh, I should go for some changes, maybe some change at the place of work. Maybe you're going to be getting that kind of, arrangement done at the workplace that you're going to be doing, you're multitasking. So you're overworked also. So you're very uncomfortable. So you have to take care of your health during this time, mental state especially, and do not fall prey to what others are saying. They might just, deviate you from your path. So you have to be careful about that as well. Do not get carried away. Okay. 2nd to the 4th of September. Now, this is the time when you might just go very spiritual. You might just get connected to some NGO, to a place where, there are religious ceremonies taking place. You might yourself get a little charitable. You might just go for learning some subjects which are related to spirituality. Or maybe you will start reading some scriptures or texts, something to do with that. Also, upscaling yourself. Upskilling yourself. You want to just learn some new skill, or maybe you're asked to do some training. You're giving the training or you're taking the training. It's up to you, your horoscope. Okay. But this is a good time period for that, but not a good time to travel. So avoid 2nd, 3rd, 4th September to travel. If at all you have planned already, so you can just push it before or after if possible. And this is also a good time period for mantra siddhi. What is mantra siddhi? That you just keep, take diksha. Somebody donates you a chant, and then you start chanting. Some guru or some mentor only can give you, who has already done some siddha, means 1,25,000 chants somebody has done of a particular chant. Suppose I have done for multiple chants, so I can give diksha to somebody who comes and asks for it. So and there's no harm giving that diksha to anybody, for free, because you have mastered it, and it is definitely going to help him and or her. And then that person, when masters that chant, can help others also. So some safe chants we should chant, and we should master those chants. And then that kind of a mantra siddhi, this is called mantra siddhi. So quite likely that you will do that. Taking advice and help from others at this time will be good. Do not get carried away in your investments. Also, Aries. Okay. 5th to the 7th of September is the time period when you will be having some good news coming from your workplace, some promotion, some transfer that you have been waiting for, in a good sense, actually, or a new job proposal can come in, and you might just quit your toxic job environment and go to another one, which is better. So that is also quite likely. Travels can happen. 8th to the 9th 8th, 9th of September is the time when you have to be careful in your relationship with your friends, with your business partner. But this is also going to start some new relationships. You might just have a very strong desire to have sexual relationship, intimate relationship with someone. You might just go in for that also. You might just get that also. 10th, 11th, 12th of September is the time when you might just make some travel plans, maybe back and forth. Somebody's in the hospital you're visiting. There is some losses that you have to incur, some expenditure on the female counterparts. You're traveling, you're spending on travels, on investments. So all that can happen with this kind of a time period. 13th to the 15th is a very beautiful time period if you want to make any changes in your looks, if you want to start something, if you want to start a business, some new education plan, new relationship, new investment planning. So this is a good time period. That is why I said the whole transit cannot be the same all through. 16 to the 18th is the time you have to be careful about your speech, what you communicate with others. It might just be hurtful that you speak something, you're irritated and you say something to others, you fall prey to the arguments. So all that you have to be a little cautious and take care of your partner's health also. This might be the time when you spend a lot of money on someone and then you regret, why did I do that? So take good care of your expenditures. Just don't get carried away and to show off others. What happens sometimes, people get carried away. A good setup to show others, a good something which is very uncomfortable for you to show others off is not worth it, I would say. Something which is good for you. Suppose I have this setup, I love this setup because I can just pick up that book I want to read any point in time, and I'm good to go. There are so many things that I have which are close to my heart. Something which is not even relevant, if you will see, there are the toys that are of my sons. So this is something which is very, it's not to show it off to others, it's for this thing, that I have this setup. So something which is close to my heart. So when this kind of on the 16th to the 18th, you might just feel that I have to show it off to others. So it's for showing off. If you're doing something, it is not for yourself. Something which you're doing for yourself and not showing off others is for yourself. So do something for yourself. Spend on that rather than to spend on something which you really want to show it off to others. So I hope you have read between lines. Do the remedies that I've given in the beginning part. They are behavioral patterns that you have to change during this time period and will help you. Okay. Very easily doable remedies in the beginning. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. Because this is a very important transit, that's why it's this long I've given. And these are all, as you know, extempore videos. So I'm just doing it live. So for Virgo natives, this is your first house transit. As you all know that the whole transit cannot be the same. So I'll be giving you a few dates. What are the do's and the don'ts? Now with Venus in your first house, it's a good placement because it is going to be giving you some, changes in your personality, outside personality. Maybe, you're going to be going in for some surgical process, changing your looks, overdoing something also is possible. But at the same time, Ketu energy, Mars energy, and Jupiter's energy says, take it easy, do not just get carried away in the material realms. Ketu is a spiritual planet, and Mars represents our siblings, represents our husband for the female counterparts, and also this is in the 10th house, so investments, job, etc. also. So this might just be giving us an opportunity and overseas travels, or if you are in the overseas places, this might just give you some growth. Also, there are certain people who are going to be actually helping you during this time. Some people who are in the spiritual realms, unconditionally, they will give you that kind of a hand. So accept it. Don't doubt on those kinds of people, because Rahu is in your 7th house. You might just be in the doubt situation as well. And Saturn is in your 6th. So these are giving you that doubt kind of a situation and mental setup. But you should trust, you should actually have faith, and you're good to go. Also, Jupiter is going to be looking, Mars is going to be looking here. So good for property purchase. It's also a good time for making some wise decisions as regards to your investments. You might just go for some long-term investments rather than, making bigger chunks of money and doing it for shorter time period. It's better that you do it for the long time periods. Okay. Now, Venus is your second lord, also transiting you 12 places away from itself. So this is sort of a place where you are going to be making expenditure on yourself. It is about surgical process, cosmetic surgery, for your looks, for your good health. So you might just go in for some expenditure on yourself or on the beauty products, aesthetics, or maybe, you're going to be buying some music instrument. Could be anything to do with yourself. So you're upgrading yourself, you're enhancing yourself. So you're spending on that. Also, Jupiter is in Taurus and looking at Venus and is the dispositioner lord also. So this is good for meeting your guru right now. You might just meet someone who's going to be the guiding force in your life. Venus, Ketu are in Mercury's sign, and Mercury is right now retrograde. So this might just bring in that failure in your investments. So that is why I'm saying that don't go for major investments. Do it for longer duration if you're going in for bigger chunks. Also, Jupiter is a big time saving grace, not to forget that. Jupiter, wherever looks, gives you optimism, gives you growth, is an expansive energy. So this might just bring in some family members, to getting together, new relationship, marriage, that kind of a situation is going to come up. And also a ninth lord is in the Lagna. So this is a good time period for learning more, upskilling yourself more. At the workplace, you will get that kind of support from your co-workers also. Now I'm giving you a few dates because the whole transit is not going to be the same. 25th to the 27th is a good time period to start a romance. If you want to meet someone, good for your progeny, childhood, childbirth, conception, this is a good time period. Joining a course, artistic bent of mind, all that is also quite possible. Maybe you will just start pursuing your hobby, which you have left from a long time. 28th to the 29th is a good time period for quitting your loans, litigation. If at all you are entrapped in that, you'll be paying off all of that and you will be free from it. Take good care of your health and practice some fitness regime also. That's very essential on 28, 29, especially. You can start also from this time period and then go ahead. See, I used to run earlier, a lot, but because I had multiple issues. So I stopped running, but, I never forget to go for walks or exercise because that is something, because I gained weight, I gained a lot of weight in between because of multiple issues. So never judge a person if somebody has gained weight off late, unwarranted for, or something which you never expected that this person can also gain weight. So there is something wrong in the hormonal disorder or something which is going to be, we can say that, okay, something must have gone wrong health-wise. So we should never judge anybody when they gain weight. But surely, if you are their well-wishers, you should guide them that, if at all you have not been to the doctor, you should visit the doctor, see the doctor, take advice from the dietitian, go to the trainer who can guide you how to work out and lose weight. So all these things, you should actually be doing when, it is, as I said, 28, 29, especially. Okay. 30th, 31st August and 1st of September would be the time period when you will experience some friction in your relationship. It might just trigger some kind of unnecessary argument or, expectation. The partner is expecting a lot from you. You're detaching, but the partner is trying to attach with you or is trying to impose or pile on you or push you to be in the relationship or the way that partner wants you to be. Even if it is not a spousal relationship, it could be any kind of a relationship you're in. So it might just trigger some kind of friction and confusion also. So be careful on the 30th, 31st August and 1st of September. 2nd to the 4th of September is not good for health. It's good for investments though. But you have to take care of your health. Maybe you're having some flu, viral, some infection, some urine infection. So you have to take care of all of those things. Okay. And also it can bring about stomach related problems also. So take good care of your health. 5th to the 7th is a good time period for travels, for connecting with your gurus, mentors, taking advice from the people you want to, getting married, taking diksha, doing mantra siddhi, that is chanting, mantras. Somebody who has already completed 1,25,000 chants and you take diksha from that person and start reciting chanting mantras yourself. That is what is mantra siddhi. So you might just get that opportunity now. You get connected with your gurus now. It's a good time period. And 8th to the 9th is a good time period to change the job. Maybe you're going to be doing the profiling. You're going to be changing your department. You're going to be meeting those people, influential people who are going to be guiding you through. You might just be making some decisions as regards to your work also. There are some projects which are in your hand, you'll be completing them. Long time, you haven't taken to complete. So now you will be able to. 8th, 9th are good dates, favorable dates, also to connect with your co-workers. 10th to the 12th is the time period when good time period again for investments, also for your relationships, also for your travels, also in case you have to make any such decisions. So make judiciously, choose your friends judiciously, be wise in that. Okay. Overall, it's a good transit, I would say. And 13 to the 15th, again, you might just be going in for some treatment, health related. Somebody's in the hospital, you are going to be looking up. There is some intimate relationship with your partner, or maybe you're traveling, you're spending on the female counterparts, etc., etc. So something to do with your 12th house energy is playing out, and you'll be learning something also. You might be in that isolation zone where you are learning, you're preparing for your presentations, you're preparing for your journeys, you're busy doing things in isolation. So this might be a time period where you're connecting with your partner intimately also. 16th to the 18th is the time you have to be taking care of your mental setup. You might just lose cool, temperamental. You might just feel that, things are not moving my way as it is. There's an eclipse also on the 18th. So you have to be any which ways when this transit gets over. So this is not a good time to make decisions regards to yourself. Buying, purchasing of anything, vehicles, driving, you have to take care. Surgical process, you have to be cautious about. There can be some blood loss if you go for surgical process. So avoid 18th, especially, for the surgery, because it's an eclipse also. Okay, nobody must have told you that this is an eclipse time. So I'm just forewarning you for that. Also, do the remedies that I've given in the beginning part. That will really help you. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this Venus is going to be transiting the Lagnesh in the 12th house and also the 8th Lord in the 12th. So this is from the 25th of August till the 18th of September. So the whole transit can't be the same. So I'll be giving you the dates for the do's and the don'ts and how careful you have to be, what you should be doing and which you should not be doing. So that is the reason, Libra natives actually, and as you know, they are my favorites. So everybody has their favorite. So I have Libra as my favorite. So here, what is happening? The Lagnesh is going to be in the 12th house, first of all. Now, since a long time, since Ketu has transited your 12th, if you are in the overseas places, especially, you have been going through a lot. You have been trying to go to overseas places if you have not, but you're not able to. There are no breakthroughs that you have been getting. But when the Lagnesh is in the 12th house, in debilitation sign, so this is going to be a minus plus kind of a situation for you. So if you have been having some health issues, you'll be feeling that you're getting better. If you have been experiencing losses in and around your health or your money, finances, things are going to get better. In and around your relationships, if you have been suffering, this is a good time period for you because it is going to give you that clarity also, or it will give you some relief in your relationship if you have been having a lot of arguments till now. Okay. So financially also it's good. For relationship also it is good. But you have to, at least Ketu is there, Mars is looking there, take care of your feet region. If you're going in for too much of exercises, routine, etc., take it easy. Because, Rahu is in the 6th house, you have actually, because I have so many clients coming in and they're Libra also. So what happens, they have been working out excessively. So what happens with Rahu in the 6th, no? They are too much into their health, too much, out of the box. They are doing unconventionally, they are doing things. So they've hired a lawyer, because it's the 6th house energy playing out. So they want to battle with someone through a very different kind of a lawyer, So that is also the 6th house energy playing out. So this might just bring about some pains in your body. So you have to take care rather than, going overboard in your exercise routine, dieting routine. You must actually take it all easy. Take it easy because your Lagnesh is with Ketu. So you might not look good right now. You might just feel that, you're not able to even, getting time to comb your hair. You want to just lie down and, it's like, it's like fixed in one place. That kind of a feeling you will get. You don't feel like getting up. So just, I think whenever these kind of situations happen, you should just accept certain things, okay, it's not the time to make major decisions. But for sure, the student natives, they will go overseas for studies. So this is a good time period because the Lagnesh is in the 12th house, no? And 8th house has to form a connection whenever you go to the foreign land. Okay, displacement. Thankfully, Jupiter is in your 8th house looking at this zone also. So this will give you that relief also during this time. Even if you're traveling, it is difficult, but it will make it a little smoother. It will make it a little better. And Jupiter is also the Karaka for knowledge. So you will acquire a lot of knowledge. You will become very charitable also. 12th house is charity. So give something to the underprivileged, to to the ones who really need something. Get someone married, get some good clothes for someone, buy for the female counterparts some food and donate. Okay. Now I'm giving you the dates. So make a note. 25th to the 27th is the time when you might just be shifting out from your place, change of place, change of job, change of environment. Maybe your living space, you're changing, upholstery, tapestry, color, you're adding colors, you're, changing your living area. So all that can happen. You're just picking and choosing what kind of education you want to take up. You might just change your subjects also during this time. And this is also a good time period to go in for some investments also. Park your funds well. So seek help from the people that you know who can guide you through genuinely. 28th to the 29th is the time when you might just break away from the relationships. You might just feel that, no, this is not worth it. You get to know who's who. Also, it's a detaching energy. You might just feel back and forth in your education plan, investment plan also. This is not the time to decide about your investments. I would say that lie low rather than, just taking a, leap. So it might just not be that favorable. Also for children, for progeny, this might be a good time period for you for conception. A new romance can also trigger, but handle with care. It might just be that, that person is not like you or is something from someone from the other community. Okay, that can also happen. 30th, 31st August and 1st of September. Now, these are the dates when you will experience some kind of competition. People are envious of you. There's lots to handle, a lot of work in hand. Daily routine jobs that you're involved in, is keeping you very busy. You might just be really on toes and, you have to just go to your workplace and, follow that routine, strict routine, working long hours, also connecting with your subordinates. And this is also going to be bringing about some litigation, romance, etc. also. Or maybe it's coming to an end. Now you're going to be deciding. The deciding factor is this time period. Okay, 2nd to the 4th of September is the time to plan your relationship or marriage or romance or any kind of business relationship well. Maybe something is changing now. The chemistry, the bonding and the investments and the money part, you're just changing the whole contract. It can be that you're breaking away from the old contract and signing new one. So that is something which is going to be very positive for you if you're thinking like that. And it's going to be giving you that success also. Also on the 5th, 6th, 7th. Now, 5th, 6th, 7th September is a good time period for your growth. It might just be a transformative energy. You just suddenly transform. Sometimes it so happens that you go through a lot and then you change. This might be that kind of a phase. You've suffered and everything is back and forth, and now you come out with the flying colors. It's like a divine support as if has come into your life. Suddenly you feel that everything is moving in that direction. Till now, not, but now after this, things are going to fall in place for you. Investments are falling in place, people are falling in place, your relationships are getting better, your health is getting better. So that kind of a situation will be felt during this time. 8th, 9th, good for travels. Connect with your siblings. You might just connect with your father also. Okay. 10th, 11th, 12th. This is the time when you might just be experiencing 10th, 11th, 12th. Can be that you're going to be changing your job, changing your profile, getting connected with the female counterparts, taking their help. And it might just be that you're going to be starting some new business proposals also coming in, also traveling overseas, also journeys on cards. You're going to be changing now the chemistry and bonding with others. You're going to be maybe promoted. You're getting that promotion you have been waiting for, or you might just change the job, as I said. 13th, 14th, 15th is also a good time period. You might just propose that person you have been waiting for. Ex-partner might come into your life you have been waiting for. It's also going to be good for connecting with your friends, connecting with your the counselors, also maybe some people who are going to be helping you in your investments. Okay, you park your funds here, you park your funds there. That kind of an energy is also there. Also, some kind of litigation, etc. If you have been going through it, is going to be giving you that relief. Health issues will also get better if you have been suffering. And lastly, 16th to 18th is the time that you have to be taking care of your feet region. You have to take care of your stomach region. And this is also the time to travel if you want to the overseas lands. Okay, if you want to shift out. But yes, some relief coming your way if you are already in the overseas places. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. One sec. Scorpio, please hang on. I'll drink water. All right. For Scorpio natives, this Venus is going to be your 12th Lord, and your 7th Lord is going to be transiting your 11th. So this is a very good placement, I would say, because it is, Ketu is also well positioned here. Lagnesh is also looking at this zone. So this is a sort of a place where, you're going to be meeting new people now. You're going to be getting very spiritually inclined. You will get to know who's who. And this is also going to be opening new avenues for you now. You're going to be very charitable. You're going to be very emotional about people. You're going to be actually worshiping the divine also a lot during this time period. It is going to be opening the doors for you with which you never thought of. Some new relationship, new bondings will take place. Some new contracts you'll be signing as well. So this is a good time period if you want to travel overseas, if you want to shift out from any place to another place, if you are living your place of abode where you are right now. So if you want to go ahead. Also, just one thing which is not okay is that I feel your mother's health might suffer, because from the 4th, it is the 8 places away. So this might just bring in some issues to your mother's health and also to your property related matters, because Mars is your 6th Lord. So some litigation, etc., because of the property matters. Okay. But overall, it is not a bad transit for you. Your expenditure part also might just cut down. If at all you have been if you are unable to save till now you will be saving that money also. And somebody, from the past, maybe you have had good relationship with someone and that person just vanished or just went away from your life, might just come back to your life also. So this is a good time period, and just take care of your speech during this time. Don't be too argumentative, with others. Also, I'm going to be telling you that this whole transit cannot be giving similar kind of results all through. So that's why I'm giving you the dates. I've divided this into 9 parts. So 25th to the 27th is the time when you might just take up some short journeys. You might just sign some contracts. You can have some connection, good connection or bad connection, depends on your personal chart. But with your siblings, you will be connecting. Your siblings might be leaving you and going to the overseas places. Okay. Okay. Somebody was asking some questions, so I was reading. So 28th, 29th is the time period when you might just be going in for some purchasing of vehicle, property. Also, there is a likelihood that you're going to be meeting someone during this time, some professor of yours from your childhood days, or some, from your past, your college days, university days. You might just come across someone, or maybe your childhood friends you connect with. So this is also quite likely. 30th, 31st August and 1st September. Now, 3 days. Now, this is the time when you will be too romantic. You might just be overly emotional. You might just meet someone who is from the past, and that makes you emotional. You might just meet your children. They are overseas and they come back to you, and you're going to be getting very emotional because of them. You're going to be conceiving. Maybe you are a student native. You're going to be getting the subject that or the university that you waited for from a long time. And now is the time to pack up and go. Pack your bags and go. So you are going to be experiencing some good news on these 3 dates. Okay. Then 2nd to the 4th is the time that you have to take care of your health. Be a fitness freak maybe, and don't get carried away or overboard, and sleep on time, because it can disturb your sleep, or due to some dreams you can have some disturbed sleep also on the 2nd to the 4th. Take care of your vehicle while driving. Be careful. Don't just doze off. Sometimes what happens, you're very tired, and I've seen people meeting with accidents because they doze off just for a fraction of a second, and it's a miss. So be alert all the time. Okay. 5th to the 7th is the time when you might just get married. You might just propose that person. You might just start a proposal. You might just initiate that wedding plan. So that's something which is going to be very positive, and a good business proposal you might just get, and this is also a good time to travel. In case you're traveling for work, this is also a good time period. Plan 5th, 6th, 7th. It's a good time period to connect with your partner, with your business partner also, associates also. So this is going to be a positive time. 8th to the 9th is the time period when you can have some complication in your relationships. So be careful about that. Maybe there's a litigation that you're going through and it gives you some issues here and there. So be careful about that also. Some investments you have to, be, because the Lagnesh is already in the 8th house, in Gemini sign. I have to make that video also because Mars is going to be in the 8th. So it can bring in some communication gap with people, your own people. So you have to take care of that in your relationship also. You have to be a little careful, but it is the, the 8th, the 6th Lord going into the 8th house. So this is like, going to be giving you some relief also. Any kind of aggression might just get little better, suppressed. So, but still you have to be on the 8th and 9th, be careful about the argument part. Maybe, some hidden relationship might just come into limelight, if at all you have one. 10th, 11th, 12th is the time period when you can travel, you can learn more, you can study more. You can, if you're a student native, you can switch from one subject to another. So 10th, 11th, 12th September are good dates for you actually, if you want to make such decisions. And 13th, 14th, 15th also, from 10th to the 15th, excellent time. If you want to go ahead with your decisions regarding your work, regarding your education, regarding your travels, regarding meeting the people that you want to learn from. So this is a good time period. If you want to upskill yourself, enroll yourself in some courses or something. So this is a good time. But be careful on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. That is something that you have to be careful about, especially 18th, because there's an eclipse also. Lunar eclipse is there. So you have to be a little extra cautious about your mental setup, about your investments, about the friend circle that you move around in. You can be a little excessively charitable also. So this might just not be a very good thing to do. And I will not advise to go for bigger charities, if you can't afford yourself, thinking that, I will get some relief by doing bigger charities. It's not so. Something, even if it is a minuscule thing that you donate, it has to be from your heart. So if you do it, definitely you will get it back multiple times. But if you're doing it conditionally and you're going to be doing bigger amounts of money also as charity, it is not going to help you at all. So be careful about the friend circle that you move around in. They might just be getting too overindulgent in some activities which might not be that favorable for you. So you have to plan everything, well in advance, that okay, these are the days that I have to be careful about going out with your friends, partying around. That is something that you have to avoid on the last 3 days. Okay. Coming to the next one, and do the remedies, the behavioral changes, and the remedies that are given, easily doable remedies that are given in the beginning part. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. Now, for Sagittarius natives, your 11th Lord is going to be transiting your 10th. It's a good transit for you. Any which ways, it is going to give you some changes at the workplace. You have been getting too much of work to do, but you have not been interested from a long time. You're not interested to do the work because it's not interesting, or it is not giving you that enthusiasm actually, or growth. You're not learning that kind of, because you're ever learner a sign. So you feel that there is a lot of stagnancy, there is no change and there is no upliftment which is taking place at the workplace. So you're feeling quite detached from the work. But with Venus transiting there, things are getting a little better. You're going to be getting that kind of relief, you have been waiting for. Relief as in like you're going to be getting something interesting now. You might just shift from the one department to another department, or your boss might change. So you will feel better. And with the female counterparts, you will get along better. Okay. They might just be very spiritually inclined, and they are helpful kinds also, very soft. And being the ruler of your 6th house in the 10th means that you're going to be having the servitude attitude now. And any kind of health issues that you have been experiencing, you will feel a little better also. Investment wise also, it's a very good transit. So if you want to park your funds, you park for a longer duration. I've been telling all the signs this. So it is a repetition. So don't mind doing, because it's very essential for everyone to park their funds for a longer duration rather than the short-term goals. Okay. It is not going to be helpful otherwise. You're not going to make money right now. This is not the time. Also, I must tell you, the whole transit cannot be the same all through. So how, from 25th of August to the 18th of September, do you think the whole transit of Venus is going to give you the same results? No. So I'm giving you few dates. I've divided this whole portion into 9 parts. So the dates that I'm giving you, you have to make a note, and the do's and the don'ts I'm going to be giving you, which are going to be helpful. 25th to the 27th is the time when you might just make some important decisions as regards to your investments. You will be making some financial planning really very well, and you will be coming up with the flying colors. Do not get carried away by what others are doing and others are buying and others are spending on, because you will get lured and get fancied by that, and you will also start buying something which might not be that favorable for you. You don't want it, but because you have to show it off to others that you can also purchase, it doesn't make sense. So just cut down on that. Somebody is joining a gym or somebody is joining a retreat, you also join. That is something which is not going to be of any help to you, because you are not doing it for your self-growth. You're going to be doing it for showing off to others. That is something you have to avoid. Connect with your family members. Sit in one place, where you feel, in the southeast direction of your house, where you feel pretty much comfortable or you feel at peace, because this transit is going to be in the south. Venus is in the southeast direction, and this is also the south direction where it is seated. So this is like, you have to activate your south and southeast direction. Okay, so add some use of pinks and reds and light diya there in that direction. So that will give you some relief also. chant Saraswati chants, Lakshmi Stotram, all that will give you some relief. 28th, 29th is the time period when you will be traveling. Some documentation is going to be on cards, you connecting with your siblings, good, bad, ugly, depends on your personal chart. For good reasons, for bad reasons, you have to see yourself. 30th, 31st August to 1st of September. Now, this is the time period when you might just be going in for some changes at your home environment, at your home, at home, or at your place of abode, or maybe you're changing your place. If you are planning already, so do it on this date. These are good dates. You might just be buying a property also, vehicle also during this time. But there's a lot of confusion because Rahu is also there in your fourth house. So it might not be, you become too obsessive about your place, where you live, or you're too obsessive about something with Rahu energy playing out. So you have to draw a line. Excess of anything and everything is bad. So second, third, fourth of September would be the time when you might just have a breakup in your relationship. You might just drift apart from the people who are toxic in your life. You might just become very spiritually inclined. It is good for the student natives for that reason, because they will be now actually focused on their studies, on their education, rather than, getting involved in the wrong company and wrong association, bad company also. Because, company does matter. If you mix with good people, you grow. If you don't, then it is the vice versa. And also, this is not a good time period for conception. Maybe, it is a miscarriage, you're feeling down and out for that reason also. So be careful. It's not that it is going to be for you, for everyone, but it is quite likely. And children are going to be doing really well in their studies, in their education. You have to be by their side as well, support them. 5th, 6th, 7th of September is the time to start your fitness regime. Get into that zone. Join some musical classes or some entertainment classes or something where you can uplift and enhance yourself, enhance your skills. Maybe, you need to unwind. So you have left something, some people, love singing. So it can happen that you pursue your singing classes, you join some singing classes again. You're a guitarist and you start playing your guitar. You have been really into working out, sports, etc., sports activities. You have quit. Now you restart. So that kind of an energy is going to play out a lot, because optimistic planet Jupiter is in your 6th house as well. So this might just trigger your financial growth and your job proposals that you have been waiting for. That is going to be there. 8th, 9th September is the time when you can have some new relationship. There can be some arguments also with people, with your partner, also with business partner also. So you have to be cautious, but this might just give you some new avenues opening for you, some new picture which is being displayed to you at the workplace, that you join this, you do this job. So it can be a luring kind of a image also. You might just get carried away and join that particular department, but it might just not be that that kind of what you expected. So it might just be a heartache kind of a situation as well. But yeah, you are going to be very communicative and very vocal about your situation now. If you have to propose someone, you have to propose, you have to speak up. You have to share your feelings, isn't it? So you might be very expressive during this time. You can be very aggressive also. You can be aggressive in your sexual desires also. You can be very intimate also with your partner. And on the 10th, 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Now, this is the time when you have to be cautious about your health, about your investments, and also about the hidden relationships. It might just come into limelight, and this might not be a good picture. You can travel also during this time if you have to. 13th, 14th, 15th is the time which is very positive to actually meet your bosses, convey whatever is going on. For the student natives, it's a very good time period if you want to join a job, an internship, or if you want to go in for some further education. So you will pick and choose the subjects during this time, and you might just start also, because it is the time when, the universities begin as well. So this is quite likely that you're going to be starting with your new session on the 13th, 14th, or the 15th. So meet the mentor, the guru. If you have to join a course, join, upskill yourself, travel, journeys on cards, connect with your father life figures. If you want to do some religious ceremony at home, even then it is quite possible, and it's quite likely also. Then 16th to the 18th, you have to be a little extra cautious at the workplace. 18th especially, I would say. The rest of the days we can just forego. They are okay. Some projects coming through. Some new kind of job profiling is to be done. You have to actually work on yourself. You have to get into the depth and detail of everything. Your CV you have to just redo, and maybe you're having some frictions at the workplace with the female counterparts, so you have to be careful about that, especially with your bosses and seniors. Do not spill the beans that these people are doing this, these people are talking that. So do not backbite. It is not going to help you. Any kind of promotion that you were expecting might just get delayed or deferred or maybe canceled. So this might just not be in a good taste. But overall, I would say this is not a bad transit. It's just that you will start developing the interest that you didn't have till now at the workplace for the project that you have been carrying on with. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So please do the remedies that I have given in the beginning part. And the beginning part is very important for the mundane predictions also, for the global predictions. Now, Venus is your Yogacara Graha transiting your 9th house. So this is a very positive time period for you. When the Yogacara Graha is transiting the debilitation sign, it means that you're going to be connecting more with the spiritual realms now. You're going to be becoming more inclined towards the other realms rather than the material ones, money, love, romance, vehicles, all the property, all the material realms, you'll be getting detached with. You're going to be in that zone where you are actually learning more now. You want to learn more, you want to heal others, you want to be with people, you want to do for the community, you want to give back to the community now. So travels on cards, maybe you're going to be exploring something new, some religious places you're traveling, religious ceremonies you're attending with Venus-Ketu combination. I've given the remedies. Please do that. You'll know the behavioral changes that you're supposed to make because Mars is also looking here. So what happens when Mars and Ketu, it's like hemmed between two malefics. It's that kind of a situation now. Now, what is happening? Mars and Ketu means there is a negative influence on the 9th house. 9th house represents your father also. So take good care of your father's health. It might just suffer. Okay. Also, the whole transit, we cannot just write it off, or we cannot say that the whole transit is beautiful because it is divided into 9 parts. We cannot give the dates as 25th of August till the 18th of September. It's going to be all through the same. No. So I have given the dates now. Now, please make a note so that any kind of do's and don'ts are falling in the category. You can pick and choose and you can decide when to do what. Okay. Just don't go in for any kind of litigation, loans. You might just lose a lot of money. Progeny on cards, Jupiter is in your 5th house and looking at the 5th Lord also now. So beautiful combination for progeny and childbirth and marriage also. So 25th to the 27th is the time when you will be focused more on yourself. How you can uplift yourself, how you can be more spiritually inclined, how you can be growing in life. So all that you will be doing during this time. And it is definitely going to be in your favor also. 28th, 29th, you'll be discussing your finances, how you can grow, how you can park your funds, where you should park your funds. Saturn is there, so you have been having some issues with your finances, savings also. You're depleting with that. So you have to be very careful about your financials. You plan your budget, connect with your family members, and do not be flamboyant. Venus will ask you to be flamboyant, do this, do that, show it off to others, what you have. Don't do that. It is not going to help you ultimately. 30th, 31st August and the 1st of September is the time when you will be traveling, some short journeys on cards. It can be that you're going to be signing some documents, PR, visa, etc. If you want to go in for, you might just be taking that also into account. And also your siblings are going to be maybe having some good, bad, ugly relationship depends on your personal chart, of course. So maybe, you're going to be parting ways from your siblings. Your siblings are going to be going overseas. Real estate issues can happen, so you have to sort that out as well. 2nd to the 4th of September is not a good time period for purchasing of property, vehicles, if at all you are thinking of. So I'm giving you the Muhurta right now. So do not make any decisions as regards to starting your renovation, starting shifting, starting, to sell your car and purchase the car. All those paperwork that you have been thinking of, avoid from 2nd to the 4th of September. Not a good time period. Also, take good care of your mother's health. Your mother might become very inclined towards spirituality suddenly. You will feel. 5th to the 7th is a good time period to connect with your children and do for them, support them. Also, this is a good time period for starting a new romance. Ex-partner might coming into your life is also, there's a probability. And also there is a good time, this especially these dates, 5th, 6th, 7th are a very good time period. So go for heavy investments if you want to. Park your funds for a long-term thing, mutual funds, shares, trading, whatever you want to, but do it for a long term, be safe. Okay. And on the 8th and the 9th, this is the time to go for some fitness regime, go for sports activity. If you want to go for some diet plan, start on these 2 dates. So this is going to be a very positive time if you want to lose weight, if you have gained, if you want to gain weight, if you have lost. So this is a good time to follow that dietitian and the diet regime. Also, go for some sports activity. It is going to help. This is not the time to go for any kind of litigation. You might just lose the battle. So be careful about that also. 8th, 9th, not a good time period. 10th, 11th, and 12th is a good time period for getting married, for proposing that person if you're dating. If you're solo, you might find someone. Even if you don't, you're going to be very happy with your own family members. You're going to be connecting with them. So don't get discouraged and disheartened. You're going to be, because there is none of the grahas in the Kendra, you might become very much protective about your family. You might just feel quite insecure during this time. So insecure because you feel you have that fear of losing your family members, or your financial situation is not good, so you're pretty much worried about their health. Some education plan can start if you're a student native, you want to travel, so this might be the time period to travel as well. 13th, 14th, 15th, you have to take care of your health, you have to take care of your investments also. Don't do any kind of decisions on investments on these dates. Avoid. That's why I've given you 10th, 11th, 12th for investments. They are good dates. But this is going to build your immunity levels this time. Do not get into any kind of argument or any kind of relationship which is hidden. That might just come into limelight, and there is a defamation which can happen. Now, 16th to the 18th, especially 18th, because we have a lunar eclipse also on the 18th. So you have to be a little careful about your travels. Do not plan your journeys. You can be very spiritually inclined. You can go to a spiritual or a religious place. Undoubtedly, you can upgrade yourself also, in your skills and your at the place of work. Maybe they ask you to go for some training programs. So you will upskill yourself, and this is a good time period for that also. Okay. And it's just that you have to take care of your relationship with the gurus, mentors, and your father-like figures, because there can be that there is some confusion and it leads to some kind of problematic relationship in future. Okay. Do the remedies prescribed in the beginning part of the video. So coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this is your Yoga Graha, okay, which is transiting your 8th house. Now, Yoga Graha in debilitation sign with Ketu. Now, there is a lot of minuses happening here. And Mars is also looking here. So first and the foremost is take good care of your health. When you're traveling, watch out, because you might just have some issues to deal with when you're traveling. You will be an explorer. You want to get into the depth and the nitty-gritties of everything. But remember, this is the time for refining, reflecting, and then rising. This is the time period where Jupiter and Mars are also looking here. So you will actually be making some major decisions as regards to your relationship, as regards to your work. You might just change your job. Suddenly you will find that, oh, I shouldn't have. I should have stayed back there. So that kind of a situation can also be there, but still, it is not that bad. But surely you might just have a relationship coming into limelight, which is hidden. This can bring in too much of intimate relationship also, or inclination towards intimacy also. Okay. And not a good time either to purchase property, purchase the vehicle, drive safely, I would say. Children might just be going overseas and leaving you for studies, for university sake, So that is something which is also evident. So you have to gear up. You have to be strong. Okay, because people miss their children, when they go for the studies. Okay, and 13th, 14th, I've told you, 13th and 13th, 14th, 15th is a good time period for you. If you want to make any kind of decisions as regards to your relationship, so you can do it. If you want to make some changes in your agreement, that is with your, with your partner, so you can do that as well. I think I missed out on 8th, 9th. Is it? No, 8th, 9th I've mentioned. 10th, 11th, 12th I missed out on. So this is not a good time period for litigation, etc., but a good time period for starting a fitness regime. 13th to the 15th is a time when you will experience new relationship. You will find someone in your life who's going to help you. Maybe, some old friends, might just come to your rescue. Also travels on cards. This might just bring in some new job assignment, and you get that authoritative role. So as a leader, you're going to be handling, or you're taking the leadership role. So that is something which is going to be very positive for you, isn't it? So enjoy. And 16th to the 18th, again, I would say take care of your health. Okay. And the relationship also. I was, I think, on Virgo only at that time, on 8th house, Virgottama. 3rd of September, you have to be extra cautious about your health. 15th of September is a good time period for making any kind of investments. Coming to the next one, which is the last one, Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this Venus is your 8th lord, transiting the 12 places away in your 7th house, and is also the ruler of your 3rd, 8th from 8th. So for Pisces, and of course, it is mutual, that they have a 8th house energy, working, or 6th house energy working in their respective signs. So for Pisces natives, this is not a good time period to initiate a romance, a new relationship. You can go in for sudden investments, which can bring in sudden money, sudden growth, but it is not going to be for a short term. You have to invest for a longer duration. It will give you good strength also, and understanding also, and good amount of money as well. That fear that you have been going through, what happens, sometimes we are not able to express. We don't want to express. We want to project a very bold image of everyone, but still, what happens, it might not be the case within you. You're showing that you're very strong, but you're not. So this is that kind of an energy playing out in the 7th house. So you might just not be able to express to your partner that what you feel about that person. So that is something which is going to be playing out. That's the theme of this video. And also, it is going to be a very good time period for getting married also, if at all it is possible. So you should get married during this time. Okay. And overall, it's 3rd of September, I would say, which is a little precarious. And so is 15th of September. 15th of September is actually very good for you, because, it is going to be giving you some growth prospects opening for you, and good for progeny also, for childbirth, conception, for marriage. 15th of September is good. Now, the whole transit can't be the same all through, from 25th of August till the 18th of September. How can it be the same? So we divided into 9 parts. The dates are divided into 9 parts. So what exactly does it mean is that it is going to be giving you good results also, bad results also, mixed results also. Okay. So 25th to the 27th is a good time period for connecting with your bosses, seniors, conveying what you're going through, your ideas. You might just be sharing with your colleagues also. And this is also a good time period to go in for any kind of purchases. If you want to purchase any kind of jewelry, some kind of, maybe you're a batsman and you want to buy a new bat. So you might just be going in for that, some luxurious items you're going to be buying. 25th to the 27th. It's a good time period to connect with your friends also, throw a party or something like that. 28th to the 29th is a rest day for you. You want to relax, you want to unwind, you want to just be at ease. So, and also this is the time when you should actually, consult someone who can help you with your work. There are some stuck up energies also which are evident. So you need to, maybe you're thinking of going overseas and figure that out and clear it out, but you're not able to. So this might just bring in that kind of an energy, with Venus also transiting the Aquarius sign in the Navmansha. Now, 30th, 31st August to the 1st of September is the time when you can be a little confused about the decision making. So there are many options, or maybe, you have 2 options only and you have to pick and choose from. So this is the time when you have to be very calm and composed and to make the decisions. You might just be making a wrong decision. There can be a lot of confusion. You are at a good space right now. Think like that. And if I leave the job and it is another downfall, then it might just not be that favorable for you. You might feel very traumatized rather. So never ever make any decisions during this, especially this time period, which is related to these areas. 2nd to the 4th of September is the time when you will connect with your family. You might just make some wrong decisions as regards to your finances is concerned, your savings is concerned. I would suggest that take suggestions from your, people you trust most. And like in your case, if you have your grandfather or grandmother, taking the notes. So this might just be the, the time period when, you will experience this more. Okay. And also remember, Ketu and Venus are in your 7th house. 7th house is the house of partnership and relationship also. So Ketu doesn't do well in the 7th house. It breaks, it splits. You can feel quite detached from your partner. Rahu in the 1st house, or the partner becomes very spiritually inclined and detaching energies, or is unwell. Generally, I have seen all this, happening. 8th Lord is in the 12th house after all, in the 12 places away, so in the 7th house. Also take help of your mother on the 8th and the 9th to decide about your property matters. Take the help of your mom if you want to go in for the cookery classes. Learn from her rather than joining somewhere else. And also there is a possibility of purchasing a vehicle during this time. 10th, 11th, 12th are good time periods to connect with your children, pursue your hobby, do some kind of courses, do mantra siddhi. Also, there is a possibility of starting an education plan, travels overseas for studies, new relationship, new bonding, ex-partner coming into your life is also quite possible. Why so? Because Mercury is retrograde. Okay. So I have all logics when I speak even a word. I utter a word only when it is actually showing in your chart also. From the 5th house, 8 places away is a Saturn, which is retrograde. So this might bring in some troubles to your children. They might just not be able to cope up in the overseas places or in the boarding school, etc. So you have to pay a constant visit to your child. Okay. During this time period, especially. 13th to the 15th is the time when it is a good time period for you for sure. You will make some important decisions as regards to your property purchase and your litigation also. You're going to be really making some wise decisions now. Start a fitness regime and you'll feel better. Okay, you will feel better. Lastly, not lastly, but yeah, lastly, it is 16 to the 18th when you can experience some issues in relationship. You might just break away, or you just file a divorce or a litigation against the partner or the business partner. So you have to be really very calm and at peace before making such decisions. Okay, because you know what, whenever there is a traffic jam, what happens? We start thinking of the decisions that we have already made, and now we are regretful, remorseful about all of that. What is that energy? Because you have actually a lot of Ketu energy working. You will get to know that, okay, this person is not meant to be. Whenever you have that free time, no, when you have a red light, as I said, you know, it's a long red light. So what do you think? You start thinking about your life, you know, what is going on. That's the only time. That is why I say that when you reach home, you know, you should sit and think about it, you know, what all happened during this day, so that you are aware of the mistakes, what mistakes you committed. Okay. And there's an eclipse also happening in your 7th house, in your 1st house, and 7th house axis. So you have to, any which ways, take care of your relationship, take care of your health, take care of yourself. Don't be self-centric. Help others. Be cordial with others also. Okay. Try to be more charitable during the eclipse time. Okay. So that's it, I think, for all the 12 ascendants. This was a long video. I make few videos, but very concise, precise with the transit positions. It's a consolidated one. So I hope you enjoyed it all. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great Venus is ingress in the Virgo sign. Do hear the beginning part, the summary part. If anybody can do the timestamps of the beginning part, I'd be really grateful. Thank you so much. Om Tat Sat.